again, we are back on TTalk, एक Boond Soch की train of thoughts with a series of episode with Ketan Gandhi, who is a business leader, management consultant, case course author, and also work closely with an organization to transform their business journey and their challenges. Now, this, as far as the case writing concept which are concerned, how it can create and value for the organizations and the academia too, like. Sir, welcome back again for this
thank you.
Episodes. So now, in our earlier episode, we did spoke in terms of how to conceptualize the case study, and also from the perspective of the corporate and the academia both. Now, what do you think the teaching notes and the knowledge, how this is going to be important for both the academic and the organization, and how it can add in value in overall process like?
Okay, so teaching note is a document which is required, one of the mandatory requirement if a case writer would like their case study to be published in a case research journal, or the case study to be distributed to other business school. Mm-hmm. What is teaching note? Teaching note is a complete teaching plan that how other faculty member can use this case study in their classroom. Mm-hmm. What can be expected in terms of a learning outcome when other faculty member is using this case study? See, a case writer is using the case study in their own class. They may not require a teaching note because everything is there in their head. But teaching note will help to communicate to other faculty members that if you are using my published case study in your classroom, then this is probably the best way you can use it in the classroom. Right. So teaching note is that way is a very important document. Right. And teaching note is also a document as a sales flyer for this case study. Because if a case study is to be distributed to other business school, and when the case study is used by other business school, then the faculty member actually gets the royalty. So a case writer is not just contributing into writing a case, they are actually generating a passive income for their lifetime. And how other faculty members will decide that this case study will fit into their curriculum or in their classroom? They go through the teaching note. Okay. So teaching note is a very important document in terms of convincing other faculty members who are maybe in other country that they should use this particular case study in their classroom because of so and so learning outcome which can be expected, and this fits into their teaching plan. So from that point of view also is important document, and also it's one of the publication required.
Okay, and then how do teaching notes convert a company's real challenge into a powerful learning experience? Like, see, basically even the corporates, we're writing case study on them, and if it goes with a teaching note, so the real problems are highlighted in that.
Yeah, so a teaching note also includes a thorough analysis of the raw data which are presented in the case study, and also options or the possible solutions. And when the teaching note is also submitted to the organization, even the organization, when they want to train their future employees, the teaching note will help their trainers who might be a part of the learning and development department or who might be a functional manager, but they also know that how to use this case study in training their own employees. And also teaching note includes the solution, or we can say possible solutions, which ultimately a leader of the organization will have to analyze or evaluate and then decide which out of all the options, which is the best solution for them.
So teaching note gives various options
yes,
which are there.
Absolutely. And teaching note is also bridging the gap between the theory topics which are mentioned in the book and also the practical problems that the company is facing.
So it becomes easier to correlate.
Because all the management theories and all the management models and the tools which are included in the management book, they are used in the teaching note, and the data from the case study has been also used and by using those management tools, the solutions are prepared. So there is objectivity to the solution, and there is a structured and systematic way of solving the problem.
Okay. And do the business school actually use these cases in the classroom and the executive programs?
Yeah, so last 20 years and especially last 5 years when in India, when we have new education policy announced in the year 2020, the more and more business schools have started using the case study. But world over, if we see in United States and Europe, in other Asian countries, 70 to 80% of the business schools are using the case study in their classrooms. And in India, the top 25 or top 30 business schools are using it. But then we have 4,000 business schools, and all other business schools are also aspiring to adopt the case method. But the problem right now is we only have 5,000 Indian companies' case studies available in public domain, whereas we have more than 100,000 case studies available from the United States companies. So even today, in the Indian business schools, when they are using the case studies, more often you will see that the case study of Walmart is being used. Whereas we have Tata Chroma and we have so many other retail chains, and those case studies are not being used because those case studies are either not available or not accessible.
So it's a good opportunity for an academic and also in corporate to join hands together and make their own storyboard of the entire venture which is concerned, and in person the application related as well as the corporate academia which are concerned.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong for learning from a Walmart or Apple or a Google case study.
That's one perspective.
They are also very important learning from those case studies. But how an Indian student who is going to work in the Indian company, in the Indian business environment, just by understanding how Google is operating or how Apple is solving the problem, that person is not going to contribute in the Indian context. So we also need to have a mix of Indian as well as other Asian, European and United States based companies case study as part of the entire educational program, so that the students is also ready for the global challenges and global solutions, and also students is ready for the Indian context and the Indian solutions as well.
Good, great. I'm sure. I think most of the B schools are taking initiatives of picking up on small business problems and analyzing in the class. Okay, so now how does this strengthen the connection between the company and the management education?
Yeah, so when the organization, when they understand that okay, there are pool of faculty members, there are educational institute who are coming forward to help us in terms of objectively analyzing our business challenges and the problems, and who are bringing the completely a fresh perspective to the problems. And when they see the holistic objective that okay, these case studies and the documents are used by the business school to prepare the future leaders, they are ready. They are really interested to welcome all those faculty members and the case writers. And personally, I have written about 125 case studies. Out of that, maybe 90 are for the live cases based on the primary data from the live organization. And whosoever organization I have approached, they willingly said yes to me, and then we could collaborate and we could see that the case studies are not only just written, but they are used in the business school and they are published.
That's what TTalk platform is all about, like inviting experts like Mr. Ketan Gandhi on the show, so that brings more clarity between the as far as the corporate and the academia which are concerned, how one can bridge in the gap for an effective learning. Now, teaching notes becomes the backbone of any of a case study which are there. Do catch up with Mr. Ketan Gandhi in our next episode on as the differentiation between the consultancy and the marketing which are concerned. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for your presence.